Good evening, I'm Keisha Butts with the CTV News Update. Topping the news tonight, a shooting at a senior housing complex claims 2 lives. Our Katara Jones is standing by with the story.
This is what we know now. There was a shooting incident at the Gateway Village Senior Living Facility. That's on Suffolk Avenue, and that's a few blocks back. And I'm going to move aside because just as you can see, the county executive and Capitol Heights Police and Prince George's Police are all here, and they all been investigating this incident. Police say one person is currently in custody, and during a press conference, police confirmed that 2 victims that were killed are both women.
About 9:10 this morning, a.m., Capitol Heights Police Department received phone calls of a disturbance at Gateway Village. At that time, officers responded to the scene and found that a young male was at the rear of the building running out and said there was a shooter in the building. The officers made entry into the building, at which time they found victim number 1 in the corridor. They continued their advance and found a second victim in the office.
We are here today. You know, we woke up this morning and yet another case of inexplicable grief. And so we first of all really want to extend our condolences and our prayers to the families of the victims in this case. We are absolutely devastated about the loss of life again today. And as we think about it, the depravity that we're seeing just not only here in Prince George's, but we're just seeing in general is inexplicable. There really is no good explanation for why this kind of occurrence can happen again and again.
Police initially put Capitol Heights Elementary School on lockdown, but that lockdown has since been lifted. Police are also working to get the residents that live at the Gateway Village back inside of their home. Reporting in Capitol Heights, Katara Jones, CTV News.
Meantime, here are the daily COVID-19 numbers for our area. The number of confirmed cases statewide is down from yesterday's figures. The State Health Department has identified 1,176 new cases. Of those, 106 are in Prince George's County. The state's positivity rate is also down slightly from yesterday. It stands at 3.78%. 13 people have died of COVID since yesterday. 791 people remain in the hospital. That's 1 fewer than yesterday's number. There are 6 new cases of COVID-19 in county schools. That's according to the Prince George's COVID portal. The schools include Bladensburg and Vansville Elementary. Laurel High School reported 1 case late yesterday. The longtime mayor of Seat Pleasant is reportedly calling it quits. Eugene Grant posted on social media that he's stepping down. Grant had been feuding with the town council and reportedly missed the last 3 council sessions. Meantime, the nation's jobless rate is down slightly. The September unemployment rate fell to 4.8%. That's down from 5.2% in August. 194,000 jobs were added to the economy last month, much less than expected. You're watching CTV News. I'm Keisha Butts. We'll be back in just a moment.
I got smart about saving for college. And now my daughter's off to a great start.
When it comes to your money, whatever you want to get smart about, you can find at smartaboutmoney.org.
We got smart about loans.
And sign here. Now it's our house we're going home to.
I got smart about preparing for those unexpected challenges. Now I know at least my finances will be healthy.
Smart About Money is a free online resource. We are a non-commercial, non-profit organization dedicated to helping people just like you get information about money. For everything from how to build an emergency fund to how to deal with job uncertainty, smartaboutmoney.org has the answers you've been looking for.
I got smart about credit.
Would you like paper or plastic?
Now paper or plastic has a whole new meaning.
Smartaboutmoney.org, the easy place to start when you want to get smart about your finances.
My advice to all the fathers out there, they grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
Hi, we're Edie's Angels,
volunteers with the Edith B. Wright Breast Cancer Foundation, encouraging you to do your monthly self-breast examinations.
It doesn't really matter how you do them. You can do them in the shower, laying down, or in the mirror. Just make sure you do them.
Because this is
a serious matter.
I dream of a world that's cancer-free.
Welcome back. A round of applause for Maryland's Teacher of the Year. Her name is Brianna Ross. Ross is a 6th grade social studies teacher at Deer Park Middle School in Baltimore County. Ross will go on to compete for the National Teacher of the Year award, which will be announced in April 2022. Prince George's firefighters are investigating a house fire in Fort Washington. The incident happened in the 4100 block of Maidstone Place around 9:30 a.m. When firefighters arrived, they found a 2-story single-family home ablaze. Thankfully, no one was injured. Those early morning fires in Gaithersburg we reported yesterday were intentionally set. The fires occurred in a 30-minute period in neighboring communities. No injuries were reported, but officials are asking for your assistance. If you have any information about the incidents, you're asked to call 240-777-2263. Police are investigating a fatal stabbing in Hillcrest Heights. It happened last night at the 3200 block of Naylor Road near the Suitland Parkway and the border with D.C. The victim, whose identity has not yet been released, was found by police with a stab wound. He was taken to a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead. No word yet on a motive or suspects. Police have charged a Temple Hills man in connection with a murder. Here is the suspect. He is 26-year-old Derek Edwards. Investigators say he shot and killed 23-year-old Davin Graves of Suitland on September 26 in Temple Hills. The victim was found by police unresponsive in a parking lot. Police say the shooting was sparked by an argument. Edwards faces several charges, including first and second-degree murder. And still to come, we check in on the Terrapins football program. Stay with us.
In 2010, Liz was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. After losing her job due to treatment, she was left with few options. A housing voucher gave her hope that she could find a place to live with her daughter. To her surprise, that same voucher would result in her being denied housing.
I felt so dejected and ashamed. It was shocking to me that people actually just discriminated against you for the type of income you were utilizing to pay your rent.
Now, thanks to a new law in New York State, it is illegal for people like Liz to be denied housing based on their source of income. Do you use non-wage income such as veterans or disability benefits, Section 8 vouchers, or child support to pay for housing? If you suspect discrimination, call 1-800-788-9898 to contact the New York State Office of the Attorney General or visit endincomebiasny.com.
I am at this point proud to say that I am using my voucher and a proud renter of an apartment where my daughter and I are very happily living.
Work, school, grocery shopping, doctor's appointments, the gym, to the airport to pick up loved ones, to the kids' soccer games, piano lessons, out for movie night, to hear your favorite band in the city, over to Grandma and Grandpa's house, and on last year's amazing road trip. Your vehicle takes you so many places. Protect it. When you leave your vehicle, remember to always take your keys or key fob with you and lock the doors. If you suspect auto theft, contact the National Insurance Crime Bureau at 1-800-TEL-NICB. That's 1-800-TEL-NICB, or visit our website at www.nicb.org. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
I may not be a drummer, but I don't miss a beat when it comes to my monthly self-breast examination. The Edith B. Wright Breast Cancer Foundation encourages everyone to do their monthly self-examination. Thank you.
I dream of a world that's cancer-free.
Thank you for staying with us. Police have released the identity of a man shot to death in Prince George's County 2 nights ago. The victim is 37-year-old Matthew Hayes of Hyattsville. He was found at the 7200 block of Landover Road suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Anyone with information on the shooting is asked to call police. High Point High students receive a special donation. The American Business Women's Association Oxon Hill chapter gifted about 100 school uniform shirts this morning. It's part of the group's community outreach project. President Dolores McLean says it's important for her to give back to students because she was a teacher for more than 40 years.
And I had an opportunity to attend the school through scholarship, etc. To me, to give back to the school will help any school, or the child especially, to become a better citizen and a productive citizen in the community. And I think that is the main reason that I support any school, because I want to see the best in every child.
Local faith and police leaders are coming together to unite the Bowie community. The Faith and Blue Community Giveaway and Fair gets underway this afternoon at Bay Sox Stadium. Organizers will hand out school supplies, winter jackets, gloves, hats, and socks. Non-perishable food and cleaning supplies will also be available for families in need.
Law enforcement and houses of worship. I think when you see that connection and the power that it can bring in any community as we draw, and we also want to make sure that people understand how having a partnership with law enforcement benefits the entire community.
COVID vaccinations will also be available at the event, which runs until 9 this evening. The Maryland Terrapins football team faces another top 10 opponent tomorrow on the road. After a disappointing performance last Friday, losing to number 5 Iowa, the Terps now travel to Columbus, Ohio to take on the number 7 Ohio State Buckeyes. Maryland's quarterback turned the ball over 4 times in last week's game, and the Terps lost their leading receiver, Dante DeMuss, to a season-ending knee injury. Head coach Mike Loxley is confident that the Terps quarterback and the team will bounce back.
We're sitting here 4-1 after 5 games, so I don't think there's a need for us to panic. I got a lot of confidence in this team. What I would hope to see Talia continue to do is the things I saw him do the 4 weeks prior, where he took great care of the football. Losing Dante because of the connection those two had, I think affected him.
I was looking at the scoreboard and just trying to get up, and not really sticking to the things that I've been taught.
I think there were times where he tried to force things or force plays or do too much to try to get it all back, and you're never going to get it all back. You got to play one play at a time.
Taking one drive at a time, you can't score 21 points in one drive, so just playing one play at a time and continuing to play to the standards.
I have the utmost confidence in Leo. It's kind of like last year when we lost to Northwestern. He came and bounced back the Minnesota game. Guys totally forgot about it. He kept going on, and he's doing what he's doing now. I wouldn't say one game is defining who he's going to be, because I definitely think he's going to bounce back for sure.
I got a lot of confidence in him. As I said, I think Friday night was an anomaly for him and for us as a team. And we got it out, our system, hopefully, and now we'll play winning football the way we need to play to give ourselves a chance to be competitive in games against good teams like we got this week.
Kickoff for tomorrow's game is at noon. Well, let's get a quick check on our 3-day weather forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 61. Saturday, cloudy with a chance of rain and a high near 74. Sunday and Monday, mostly cloudy with temps near the mid-70s. And now for the community calendar, join the Upper Marlboro Arts Council for its first Happy Leaf Arts Festival. The event features local vendors, activities for children, entertainment, and more. Come down to Main Street in Upper Marlboro this Sunday, October 10th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. For more information, visit the web address on your screen. A rain date is planned for Sunday, October 17th. And that wraps up our CTV News Update. Have a good weekend.